Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a super quick video just showing you how I make this unit. And first of all, what you're going to need is some needles, a wig head, a wig cap, some thread, some scissors, a hairbrush, and of course the hair that you're going to be installing. So that's all you're going to need. So first, obviously, you're going to just start by putting the wig cap onto the wig head. You can tack it down with some pins if you want. Basically, the next thing you're going to do is just thread your needle, and as you guys can see, I double my thread so that it's extra secure, and then I just tie a knot at the end to make sure it stays in place. So after that's done, I'm basically going to just start sewing the first bundle. The way I sew my wefts, or the hair shall I say, is I put the needle through the hair and not through the wefts, just to make sure that the wefts don't get damaged. And what I do is I wrap the thread around the needle twice to double knot it to make sure that it's secure. And I basically do this with every part that I'm sewing down. So it's very, very repetitive, and I'm going to just continue to do this throughout the process of making this wig. So after the first bundle is complete, this is basically what it looks like. I'm just showing you guys on the camera, and I'm now going to go on to tack on my lace frontal. And the reason why I do it after the first bundle, just to make sure that there's enough space for it and that I don't get too carried away to the point where the lace frontal does not fit anymore. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just using some pins, some coloured pins, just to keep it in place, and then I'll go on to sew the second bundle as usual. So after I've tacked down the lace frontal, this is what it will look like, and I'm going to just continue sewing. It is a very, very repetitive process, guys, so I suggest you listening to some music or watching something on the TV, or just something that will entertain you guys, because this does take quite a while. I think my wigs take me about 4 hours on average, so I will sit in here for a really, really long time. So after the second bundle, I go on to actually sew down the lace frontal, and I do this just to get it out of the way because I really hate sewing down frontals and closures. And in order to save time, guys, I would recommend you threading your thread really, really long. If you're a beginner, it might get tangled, but as you get used to it, it'll be really easy for you to do. So after I've sewed it down, this is what it looks like, and I have another 2 bundles left, and I'm literally just going to repeat the same steps and just continue to sew until the wig is complete. So this is basically what the wig looks like when it is finished, and that is how I make my lace frontal units. Hi guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video of me showing you how I made this unit. I thought that I'll just come now and just show you guys what it looks like on, because I think the last clip was it on some sort of wig head. So this is basically what the end result looks like. It's 28 inches, as you guys know, so it's really, really long, and it comes like out here. For those of you who don't know, I'm 5'8", and yeah, so far I do really like the hair. I really do like the curl pattern, and I think it looks really, really nice and summery, and I feel really summery wearing this hair as well. The shedding isn't actually that bad for curly hair, which is quite surprising, because a lot of curly hair does shed, which is understandable because it's curly, and if you manipulate it and stuff, the curl pattern basically gets interrupted and then it sheds. So that's been very minimal so far, so I'm really happy about that. I have been on a hunt for some good curly hair, to be honest, and some of the things to look for if you guys are looking for good curly hair, I've got some notes down here. A lot of the time you have to look at pricing. If the hair is too cheap, then the hair is not going to last very long, and that's just the bottom line. Like, this hair is very cheap, but it's not too expensive either, so it's sort of in between. But a lot of time the really cheap hair on Aliexpress isn't virgin hair, so you guys are basically paying for fake virgin hair, and that's why it's not lasting very long. So if you guys, especially when it comes to curly hair, I think that straight hair is more manageable, but when it comes to curly hair, make sure that you've got a little bit more money to invest in it, otherwise you're not going to be happy with it because it won't last you that long. Also, when you're getting curly hair or any virgin hair, make sure you look for the color. The hair should not be jet black unless you have asked them to dye it for you. So if you get the hair and it's really dark like jet black, then you know that's probably not virgin hair either, because it should be like this color, sort of like a 1B-ish dark brown, sometimes even a little bit lighter than this, so just watch out for that as well. Also, the hair shouldn't really have a very strong smell. This hair didn't have a strong smell at all, and when I washed it, the water kind of ran clear. It was a bit creamy, the water, but I think that could just be the conditioner. But yeah, I don't think that's anything to worry about at all. And a lot of time, don't be fooled. When you get cheap hair, it will look really, really nice when you get it. The curl pattern will be amazing, but it just won't last long. So please do keep that in mind when you are purchasing some curly hair on Aliexpress especially. So the last things to look out for are full ends and a thick weft. So the weft shouldn't be splitting, it shouldn't have loads of beards on it. It should kind of be a strong sturdy weft that you can sew onto a unit or onto your braids or whatever very securely. And the ends of the hair should be full. If the ends of the hair are really, really thin, it's an indication that this hair is probably going to shed a lot. And as you guys can see from the ends of this hair, it isn't thin at all. And why I say that the hair will probably shed if it's thin is because the hair is obviously thinning out before you've got it already, so that's why that's sort of an indication. So always look for full ends when you're looking on YouTube to find some good hair to buy. Don't just buy any hair that looks nice, because a lot of the times the pictures they use on Aliexpress aren't actually the pictures they've taken themselves, so also bear that in mind as well. But those are just my tips on how to find some good quality curly hair. As I said, I haven't had this hair for a really long time, so I can't give an in-depth review yet, but I will be doing like a series of curly hair because I know that is really hard to find, and in the summer curly hair just looks the best and it's the most effortless and the least work. So I will be doing that for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to thumbs up, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.